What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, the level of stupid shit that keeps coming out, it's no bounds to the stupidity that's that goes on in this world. So apparently, Mexico is suing U.S. gun manufacturers for the cartel's violent tendencies in Mexico. Yeah. Shout out to Coleon Noir. Look at this shit right here. The amount of stupid shit that keeps going on in this world, I don't know what the hell to say. Look at this.
Now Mexico is suing the U.S. gun manufacturers for cartel violence.
Mexican officials argued today at the U.S. Supreme Court that American gun makers should be held liable for cartel violence in their country.
Yeah, you heard that correct. Because apparently the reason cartels are terrorizing Mexico isn't corruption, it isn't a lack of law enforcement, and definitely isn't their own failed policies. It's the fault of law-abiding American gun companies. That's like me suing Lamborghini because someone stole one and used it in a getaway chase. Make it make sense for me, please. But before we start pointing fingers, let's talk about how this border thing works both ways. Because while Mexico is complaining about guns going south, you know what's been flooding north? Fentanyl.
Why did you say it like that?
And it's not even close. Over 74,000 Americans died from fentanyl overdose in 2003 alone. That's more than all gun homicides combined in the same year. But are we filing lawsuits against Mexico for that? Of course not.
How convenient.
Funny how responsibility suddenly becomes selective when it benefits your lawsuit. Look, I'm not here to argue about which country has the bigger problem. But if Mexico is saying, hey, you're sending guns down here and it's causing violence, then let's flip that logic for a second. You're sending fentanyl up here and it's killing Americans. And if
Can I just say something here? Let me just say something here. Right quick. So y'all suing American gun manufacturers for producing weapons, which is what they're supposed to do, produce weapons for sale. Okay. So you sue the manufacturers. You're trying to sue the manufacturers for them producing weapons that the cartel use and illegally obtain by illegal means to commit crimes in Mexico. Make that shit make sense. So you're telling me that you're trying to sue gun manufacturers in America because your government is so weak to the point where you think it's a good idea to sue American gun manufacturers for you not being able to control your citizens and get your citizens under control. Did I hear that shit right? So the cartel do what they're going to do. Traffic fentanyl up north to America, to Canada, and illegally obtain firearms in America and Canada and ship them back south. Excuse me. Tell me something. What are we doing here? Like, tell me something, Mexico. Because as far as I'm concerned, as far as I can see, y'all are not willing to do the necessary things that actually keep your citizens under control. You have your citizens crossing over our border all the time. Y'all don't patrol y'all perimeters. Y'all don't patrol anything or do anything to keep your country safe. Or at least keep your citizens in your country. I should say it like that. They come over, migrate over illegally, And now you're mad because America's trying to put you in your place and tell you what you need to do. Control your people. Now you trying to sue American gun manufacturers because you can't control your people. This is a shit show if I'm ever going to see one.
If we're holding gun manufacturers responsible for what criminals do with their products, then by that same logic, should we be suing Mexico for every fentanyl overdose in the US?
Yes, we should.
No. Now, depending on where you get your news from, you might not even be hearing about this lawsuit. Some outlets are running with it like it's gospel while others are barely mentioning it. That's why I use ground news. Ground news isn't like, ground news tells you whether or never airlines to check it out. One makes acted like a coward.
I literally just got lost. This stupid thing. Come on.
Don't just take my word for it, though. Go to ground.news% off the Vantage subscription, which gives you unlimited. Also, click the link. That Colt handgun was American Mexico suing the U.S. government thing. You see, there's this argument that American gun companies are marketing to the cartels because one Colt handgun was called El Jefe. Really? That's your big smoking gun? Look, people. Really? That's your big smoking gun? Look, people buy guns for all sorts of reasons. Pop culture, history, nostalgia. Some people buy revolvers because they love Tombstone or want to feel like Billy the Kid. Others buy Tommy guns because they remind them of the Untouchables or Dick Tracy. But somehow a gun called El Jefe is a criminal conspiracy? Seriously? If that's the standard, then Hollywood needs to lawyer up because they've been glorifying cartel life for years. Movies like Sicario, Narcos, Breaking Bad, they've done more to romanticize cartel culture than a shiny pistol ever could. But I don't see Mexico suing Universal Pictures because they know that argument is fucking stupid.
At this point, it's just a fucking clown show at this point. Clown ass people running clown ass shit, creating clown ass results and problems. You can't make this shit up. Nowhere in the hell does that shit ever make sense. So, you suing the boy, if this shit right here is just getting dumber and dumber. So, you gonna sue the manufacturers of the weapons that you technically need. Because the cartel, excuse me, last time I checked, the cartel do what the fuck they want to do. Regardless if there's government or not, they gonna do what the hell they want to do. Fentanyl is being produced over there. Or hell, imported there and transported here. The fuck? Man, I don't know what this shit. I don't know. Anyways, I'll catch y'all later, boy. This is crazy. This shit is insane. Shout out to Coleon Noir because you truly can't make this shit up. You really can't. Goofy ass shit getting. Oh boy. I'll get y'all later. Like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast at Spotify.com. If you guys want to support the Black Star Podcast, please do at Black Star Merch. Link down in the description down below. And I will catch you guys later. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.